Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we are looking at news straight from the DOJ, the Department of Justice, going over some defrauding allegations. Owners and operators of online crypto companies indicted for defrauding investors. Defendants allegedly stole over 40 million USD in investor funds and obstructed justice. We have spoken about other alleged problems when it comes to crypto. Of course, we've been looking at the self-proclaimed crocodile of Wall Street situation. This one is quite different though, and of course, definitely when it comes to the amount, it's just mad to think about the billions that have been potentially and allegedly laundered, as the DOJ have put it. Anyway, an 11-count indictment was unsealed today in federal court in Brooklyn, charging Dwayne Golden, Gregory Agason, and Marquis DeMarking Egerton, the owners and operators of the web-based virtual currency companies EmpowerChain, Ecoin Plus, and Jetcoin, with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering and related substantive counts in connection with a sophisticated scheme to steal assets from investors. Golden, Agason, and William White were also charged with conspiracy to obstruct justice, obstructing justice, and tampering with evidence. The defendants were arrested this morning and will be arraigned in the Eastern District of New York at a later date. With that being said, when we looked at the Crocodile of Wall Street self-proclaimed story, we saw, of course, this whole rapper and sort of, massive social media digital footprint. Now, I have managed to find what seems to be matching identities of what we've seen in the DOJ post and what we've seen online for some of the people. We're going to go over that very soon. That being said, as alleged, the defendants engaged in a sophisticated scheme that preyed on unsuspecting investors nationwide with false promises of guaranteed returns and virtual currency trading opportunities. When the companies collapsed and their criminal conduct was about to be exposed, the defendants attempted to cover the tracks and destroy the evidence, said the US Attorney Peace. The scams may have been online and virtual, but these charges are very real. The office is committed to protecting the public from criminals who view crypto as a new frontier to perpetrate old-fashioned crimes of fraud and money laundering. We've seen similar language, specifically when we, of course, saw, I think it was the Attorney General speaking about the Heather Morgan, Ilya Lichtenstein case. That being said, whether we're dealing with virtual currency or cold hard cash, schemers continue to capitalize on investors' best intentions and pocket their ill-gotten gains, says the FBI Assistant Director in Charge, Driscoll. As alleged, those charged today defrauded their victims and generated more than 40 million USD for their own benefit. This office remains committed to rooting out fraud in all of its forms. According to the indictment, between April 2017 and August 2017, the four, together with others, operated a series of web-based virtual currency companies known as EmpowerCoin, Ecoin Plus, and Jetcoin, the websites for EmpowerCoin, etc., fraudulently promised investors and potential investors guaranteed fixed returns on virtual currency investments. They falsely promised investors and potential investors that these returns were made possible through overseas virtual currency trading operations. Investors and potential investors were encouraged to invest in the company with either cash or Bitcoin. In reality, the assets were used to repay other investors or simply stolen, including by Golden, Agason, and Egerton. Golden maintained exclusive access to the Bitcoin and other siphoned Bitcoin funds. So essentially, things did not go as you should have, let's say, according to the DOJ. With all of that said, we will in fact go over quite a lot of information with this later on. I want to have a quick look at the defendants themselves. So Dwayne Golden, age 57, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Gregory Agason, age 58, Stanford, New York. Then we have Marcus DeMarking Egerton, also known as Marty Eger, age 58, Washington, North Carolina. Then we have William White, age 54, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now, we do in fact have a long sheet to look through, and we will at some point have a look at this. However, right now I just want to get the story out to you. And with that being said, if of course you were defrauded or whatever, you can always have a look at this. This is the Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3. But with that being said, let's have a look at who I think seems to fit the identities for these people. Now, every single person that has been listed, if these are the identities, then realistically, they have not been lying for a long time. Realistically, some of these tweets that we're seeing is 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, etc. Right here we see Gregory Agason. Our reverse engineered perpetual cycling system is the most state-of-the-art home business marketing system in the world. The last tweet they put out was 2014, and prior to that, 2010. So somewhat of an early adopter in Twitter. Then we're looking at Dwayne Golden, who has a bit more of a social footprint, especially more recently. We can see here, I'm an international business consultant and I love God, family and life. Favorite place to travel is Colombia, and he is from Pennsylvania. Now again, his last tweet was back in 2019, although his last tweet was back in 2020, so not that long ago relative to the others. He also has a website, it seems, global business consultant, software innovator and CEO, and of course we can see his entire website right here. Then we have his youth channel as well, where we have quite a number of different types of videos. We have a Happy Mother's Day live stream, the pandemic love letters, we have a last day of GoPro 5, so a bunch of different stuff, not really related to crypto by any means, but definitely an online footprint. Then we have Marty Ager, very little on Marty Ager at all, just some essentially websites, YouTube videos, etc. And here we can see their website, the no excuse for failure. So essentially selling a book, right? Now, all of this stuff was put out ages ago, right? And this, of course, this website right here is literally a link on here, which is how I found it. But that being said, these are the people who seem to have been caught up in this. And as we've said, of course, the DOJ definitely, well, they've indicted them, right? So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below if you want to know more about this. Don't want to make this too long a video, but we could definitely go over a lot of things. As you know, if you've been subscribed for a while, you know about the Heather Morgan, Razzle Khan story. We've been covering that extensively and we'll continue to do so. And looking at this project as well, looking at what's happening here, we'll also do the same. That being said, this is the Web channel covering everything happening from crypto, NFT, and metaverse news. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Web3 video.